There are 3 different foundations I like to use when I want a fuller coverage foundation and I kind of want to look like no redness, no blemishes. I want my face to be flawless. They're all very cheap. The first one is the Revlon Color Stay Whipped. This also comes in a regular form that is not whipped. It's like, this one's like a mousse consistency, and the other one is just like a liquid. The next one is the Garnier BB Cream. It looks like this. This is great for the summertime. It's very lightweight. It covers up pretty much every imperfection that you have. This is a great one also. And then my last favorite one is the Loreal True Match. And it comes in a bottle like this. I'm in W2 and this one I'm in 150. So that's that. And today I think I'm going to use the Whipped just because I've kind of been on a kick with this. And yeah, so first I'm just going to put my finger in and I'm just going to dot this all over my face. I want to have a nice full coverage foundation, especially if I want it to be quick, and I want it to look like I'm not sick, even when I am. So yeah, just dotting this all along the face. Now you can just rub this in with your fingers, or you can simply take your brush. I just am addicted to brushes, and I'm just going to simply pat this all over the face. Literally, this doesn't take much time at all, but you just want to make sure it's all blended. Once you kind of stamp that in, you can go in circular motions and really buff that in. So as you can see, my redness is down so much. This is just kind of one layer. I just kind of keep it at one layer because once we go through the rest of the steps with the concealer and things of that sort, it's going to conceal the rest of the redness. So one layer is good. Just make sure it's nicely blended in. Like I said, you can do this with your fingers, no problems, but I just prefer a brush. That's just my preferred method. I also use this beauty sponge right here. You can get this one, this is the exact same one, it's just blue, for $4.99 at Marshall's. So it just comes like this. I believe it's an exact dupe for the Beauty Blender. What you do is you just put the product on the back of your hand, you dot it in, and you just simply blend it in. It works like a dream. You will see it used with the concealer. Now for eyes, you can, sorry my hair is kind of just crazy, I just curled it and it's just, okay. So now for eyes, you can use a base from the Maybelline Color Tattoo line. They come in these little pots and they are cream and they look like this. These are my 2 favorites. I reach for them the absolute most out of all of them. They just kind of make your eyeshadow stay all day and in place, and it's just amazing. So here's this one. This one's Pomegranate Punk, and this one is Inked in Pink. In pink, because if you're a mom and you're on the go, this is probably a color you're going to reach for more than the darker one. So I'm literally just going to take my finger, dab it in the product, and just kind of pat it on the eye. And I'm going to blend that upward. So as you can see, you're giving yourself more dimension to the eye, and it just kind of gives it a little something, as where this eye is just really bare. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on this eye as well. Just blend out nice and creamy and smooth. Now I'm going to show you another alternative. You can also use, like I said, the darker one. This one is really great as well. I have no complaints about it. So you just want to dip your finger in, and you don't want to get too much product because then it's going to look really dark. So I'm just going to kind of pat this along the eye and kind of blend that into my crease with my finger. So as you can see, my eye has a lot more dimension, and you just kind of want to blend that out with your finger. It's really quick and simple. I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. I do not have a drugstore brow alternative, just because I already ran out of it, so I'll be right back with my brows. Alright, so after your brows are done, you want to finish your eyes, and I'm going to show you a few products that are from the drugstore and are very good quality. So, The first one are these L'Oreal Paris little quads or whatever. These are going to look great on everyone, every skin tone, every whatever. They have every single shade you need, and this one in particular is all matte shades. I actually use this one to do my brows after I kind of pencil out the shape. This one is called Cup of Joe. So as you can see, it's a lot of nice brown colors and things like that. The next eyeshadows are by Wet n Wild, and I actually have quite a few. I have these little single eyeshadows like this. So really all you need are these three and you can create a nice look on the eyes. There's these bigger palettes. This one is Blue Had Me at Hello. This is just an example. This is the only one I could find. But these colors are so pigmented and so buttery and creamy. So that's what they look like right there, just as like a one-hand swatch. So these are great palettes. And then they also have the trios. This one's Walking on Eggshells. Again, every color you would need for a great look. There's no matte shades in this, but you can pick up, you know, this or something like that, and you can have a nice matte shade. So I'm going to take this flat brush right here, and I'm just going to pick up this lightest color in the palette, which is this one right here on the brush. And then I'm just going to highlight my brow bone, like so. So as you can see, it gives a nice highlighted effect to the brow. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to take, I guess I'm just going to work from this palette. It just seems like it would be a lot easier, especially if you only have 10 minutes and then you need to get out the door. So then I'm just going to take the white color again and I'm going to pat that over the base that we laid down. This is more of like a cream color. It's not actually like a true white. So now we have our lid shade. Now I'm just going to take this big fluffy brush. This one's by RC Cosmetics. Same with this one. They have very cheap brushes. You can do the applicator that comes in it. I just prefer brushes. So I'm just going to take this lightest shade right here and I'm just going to blend that right into my crease area just to give my eye some definition. My dog's sleeping and growling at the same time. So I'm just going to work this into the crease. Now, if you haven't noticed, all I've done is my foundation. I have not done my concealer for my under eyes yet. Just in case any of this product falls out under your eyes, you have something to wipe it away with in a little bit. So just going to work this right into the crease. I'm going to pick up that shade we used for the brow bone and I'm going to use it on my inner corner and all around just so that we get a nice blended seamless look. Now keep in mind, you do not have to do this to your eyes. You can simply put on one of those Maybelline paint pots and be right out the door. But I thought I would give you just a little something extra just in case you wanted a little something extra. So I'm taking the bottom shade from this palette, that darker color right down there, and I'm just going to kind of stamp this on the outer corner and then blend it inwards. This is just going to give a nice definition to your eye. It's going to give it a little bit more darker color so that your eye doesn't look doesn't fall flat. So these are my three favorite concealers. These two are more for coverage and really making you look awake. If you're sick or if you're in a hurry and you want to look awake, like you had a nice night's sleep, then I would go for one of these two. So I'm just going to place this right under my eyes, just like that. Literally, that's how I apply it. I'm going to take this beauty blender and blend it very close to my under eye area right there. And then just literally, it's like a bouncing motion. So it's really just blending it out. You want to get this damp before you use it or it's not going to work. When you get it damp, it's going to expand and that's how you know, and really squishy, so that's how you know it's ready to use. I'm going to take this beauty blender and the very tip of it, I'm going to put that in the inner corner of my eye and I'm going to get the product in there so that it makes my inner corner light. So you can see the difference between this one and this one. This one looks like I'm super tired and sick, which I am. And this one looks awake and alive and just beautiful. After your foundation and after your concealer, the next step is to set everything so that your face is nice and flawless. I highly recommend using this e.l.f. High Definition Powder for your under eyes, just because you want them to still be brighter than the rest of your face. And you don't want something that's going to change the color. It is a little bit messy. It's just a translucent loose powder. You can literally order this for like $3 on the internet, or you can find it places. Right here, and just kind of get a little bit of product on the brush, and then just set my under eyes like so. Of the options, this one's actually way too dark for me right now. It looks like it would match on camera, but it does not match. The next powder that's really good from the drugstore that I've tried is the Fit Me Maybelline powder, which goes right along with the concealer that we use to set our under eyes. That was the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. So this one gives you a little bit of coverage as well. This is a nice powder to just throw in your purse and go. I think I'll use this one today. So I'm just going to take my e.l.f. Kabuki brush, which is like all out of whack. I don't even know. I just swirl it around in there, and then I press it on my face. If you rub your powder, it's going to take off. It's going to like rub around your foundation, and that's not what you want. Next thing you want to do is quickly just kind of put on some mascara now and the clump crusher, but that one's actually empty and I threw it away. So this one is the CoverGirl Lash Perfection, and it comes, throw it around. It comes in this bottle. It's not too cute, but whatever. And then there's the Maybelline Big Eyes Volume Express, and then the Maybelline Colossal Lash. You can't really go wrong with a Maybelline mascara, in my opinion. Now for bronzers. My favorite matte bronzer from the drugstore is the NYC Montauk Bronze. It looks like this. So when you see it in the store, it'll look something like that. And I just like to take this brush right here and just kind of swirl it around in all the colors, tap it off a little, and just quickly bronze up my face. I feel like now that I have bronzed my face, it's really hard for me not to bronze it at all. So I'm just going to do the same to the other side. You want to go from the tip of your ear to the corner of your mouth. But you don't want to go all the way down. Like you can see, you just want to go about halfway down right here. These actually do come with a brush as well. So if you don't have a brush, don't freak out. They do come with one. So I'm just going to load my brush up, tap off the excess, and I'm going to start just kind of stippling this on, which just is a patting motion, and then I'm going to sweep it up. These are amazingly pigmented, and you can throw them in your purse and touch up throughout the day as needed. So I'm just going to throw this right on top. Like I said, the Color Whispers, you don't need to have a gloss, but it kind of makes it a little bit, you know, better if you do put one on there. So I'm just going to put this one. This one's called, oh, this is one of the ones I can't read, so, yeah. So again, a beautiful color, loving it, and yeah. So I think that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this look. Everything I mentioned will be down below, and everything I used on my face will also be down below. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah!